Hello, and welcome to a bit of a special one. This is the draw for the Fools of War. Daz, the People's Champion, is joining me. You can see him down the bottom left, and he's running the first two-day tournament of the year in the UK. I think it's the first one we've had since Clash of Kings. Well, is the only other two-day tournament other than Clash of Kings?
I think this is the first one ever outside Clash of Kings that is a 2-day event, so I think so anyway. I could be wrong, but you never know. But yeah, I think it's the first.
Do you want to give everyone a quick rundown of the sort of format you're going for here?
Yeah, sure. It's just a pretty standard event. 2,000 points at Element Games. Using the new Clash of Kings rule pack. Other than that, it's just pretty standard, to be fair. Trying out some of the new scenarios. I think we're using 2 of the new ones, so it should be good.
Cool. Well, I'm sure we could probably wait around for ages, but we know most people are here for the draw, hopefully. So Daz, why don't you give us the first contender? You've got your magic bag of draw there, haven't you?
Yeah, I have indeed. Look, I'm using my... You can see that.
Beers of
War. My Beers of War. Yeah, Beers of War, what I got there as a free gift. Beers of War 2 is on 8th of July, by the way. Moving on. So the first player out is... Alan the Scarecrow Thompson.
Alan Thompson, who's rocking his undead, and who's he against?
Yeah. He will be playing against Paul Welsh.
Paul Welsh, where we are.
Yeah, beautiful army. Have you seen his painting?
Yes, I have actually. I saw Paul at the weekend there. We were having some practice games. I saw his army. So first one up, it's Undead vs Varangur Nature there. So we've got Alan, who's he's sort of standard list really. He's got triple Wraith Troop. He's running the Zombie Legion, trying out the Hammer of Force of Sea. And interesting enough, he's also got Lady Elona, which I've never seen used before, the vampire character.
Yeah, it's just for the Defence 6 individual. I actually have Alan down to win this event on my prediction sheet right in front of me. Yeah.
The UK's #1 bridesmaid.
Yeah, I mean...
He'll choke. He always chokes.
He probably will, but his list, I think, is probably the best overall. You know, he's got a good mix of speed, and then he's got a good mix of power. No massive holes in his list, so I think he should do well, but it is Alan.
Yeah, he's kind of, it's a 10-drop list. He's kind of went low in the heroes, only almost 700 points of heroes, but he is using quite a few of the new items, and he's trying out the Blood Boil spell, which I'm curious to see. Currently sitting 13th in the current season, and he finished 2nd last year, but he did choke it at Clash of Kings big style.
He choked it at Clash of Kings and the Masters.
Yeah, he's sort of down there. And Paul's a bit of a newbie. He's not ranked at all yet. This is his first tournament, I think. So he's running Double Fallen. He's got Mounted Sons Regiment. He's got, interestingly enough, Double Forest Shamblers regiments as allies. He beat Dan at the weekend.
Yeah, he's been spending the last month telling people he's rubbish and he doesn't know how to play, and then beats Dan, which I've not done in 2 years.
Yeah.
So who knows with Paul Welsh? This could be a little dark horse.
Yeah, he does. And interesting enough, he's only got 290 points in heroes, so he's pretty heavy in the actual units. And it's a 12-drop Varangur list as well. It's not small.
It is. It's a pretty good list actually. The tree herders are a bit strange, but.
And you know what? I would have said the same till I've seen it played, and he does seem to know what he's doing with them.
Right.
So yeah, don't believe him if he says he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's talking bollocks.
I believe nothing.
So who's up next then?
So the next draw is Ed the Gentleman Herzig, Trident Realms and Dwarves.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see these. Versus Ross, the Fairy Princess Diggle.
Ross, the Fairy Princess Diggle. So this is Ed, Trident Realms and Dwarfs.
Yep.
Bit of an interesting combo there. He's got some high points in the list. He's got an Ensnarer Horde. He's got a Placidem Horde, kind of what he's been running for a while. But he's added in, for some reason, I think it's a Dwarf Ranger Regiment, a couple of units of Dwarf Shooters.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Ed enjoys losing.
Yeah, that I'll be honest, is all I can derive from. He went That's honestly, I looked at when he's taken Trident Realms, which let's be blunt, aren't the nastiest army, but he had a pretty good list and went, what can I do to just shoot myself in the foot here? I know, I'll add some dwarfs. So he's gone 15 drops, quite a lot of troops in there, character light, 230 points just in heroes again, so could be good in the scenario. Loot of Darkness is the only new thing, which I think, how many did you add up? Was there something like 13, 14 Loots of Darkness, or was it in the 20s?
13. It was 13.
13.
I was expecting 25 at least.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it's that low. Ed's currently sitting 33rd after one tournament. You know, last season he did finish 15 and get his ass to the Masters, so you never know. Even for a man who likes losing, he seems to still do quite well overall.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Ed is really good. He'll tell you, he's another one that says he's not very good, but if he took some of the lists that I took, he'd be flying. He's a really good player. Another one, don't believe in people, he's good.
Yeah. And up against Ed, we've got Ross Diggle. He's a local up in the Element Way, Manchester. This is his first sort of entry into Kings of War. I think he's had one tournament under his belt. Not a great finish, I think, if he's sitting 71st. He's brought Rudira. I don't know, he's got some hordes of stuff and some other stuff. I don't really know what Rudira do, to be all honest.
Well, I mean, the double honor guard are two of the hardest units probably in the game, so that's pretty good. Then you've got a cavalry horde, which helps.
He doesn't. See what I mean? That's what I mean. No one knows Rudira. Read the whole thing. Read the whole thing.
Right, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows what Rudira do. You don't know what you do. You actually thought that was a real unit. You just proved my point.
Oh god, we're editing that out.
No, God, I got that one taped. So,
yeah, they all have stealthy or something like that.
Well, good luck, Ross. We'll see how you do, really.
Okay.
Who we got up next then?
So next we have Ian Ratfink Davis with his Rapkin.
Yep.
You can see that.
And Abyssals. Because Ratkin went dirty enough.
And he's playing the spare player.
Oh, he's got the spare player.
At the minute, which is my list. So at the minute, he's either playing myself or Tim King from Element Games.
So what we have there is Ian. He finished 44th last season. He's currently sitting 25th. He's gone with it's a bit of a mixed list. He's got like a Spear Horde, a Brute Horde. He's got the Demon Spawn. He's got some Abyssal Guard allies. I think if I remember, he had quite a lot of troops. It was a list that kind of felt like a wee bit all over the place. I'm not sure. Got the Dragon Shard Shield and the Loot of Darkness in there. Low hero cost, 14 drops. Yeah, it might work. The Abyssals, I think it's, he's got the Guard, and I think he's got a couple of, what are they called? Not Seraphim. That's not the word I'm looking for. Succubi troops.
Yeah.
So
sorry. Yeah, he's got two troops of Succubi. A regiment of Abyssal Guards. Then the Horde of Spear Warriors, the Blight. It's only got a regiment of Blight, that's a bit strange.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd list, isn't it? It's a little bit... It does feel like he kind of just went with the units he had. Sort of was what I took from it.
Possibly.
And then the spare player list. Dude, it's got Morgoth the Faithless in it. It's a nasty, nasty list. The spare player list is supposed to be a bit of a chump bash.
Morgoth's pretty rubbish now. You can't fly him everywhere, can you?
Yeah, but you don't get charged, and he's fine. And you've got the Light of Darkness in there, the Helm of the Ram, and some other stuff. I didn't really bother going through it because it was the spare player list, but...
It's a really good list.
Yes, it is actually.
Really well thought out, and I think the writer has done a good job with that one. Mm-hmm. Would be awful if he won.
Bloody better not. You're not allowed to win your own tournament, you know the rules.
I know, I'm not Gary Sharp.
Next round.
Oh.
Ooh, controversial.
Next one.
Yeah.
We have Andy Handsome Ransom with his Undead.
Yep.
And he will be playing Sam the Tournament Ho Barker and his Dirty Orcs.
So we've got Andy rocking the Undead. Last season he was ranked 23rd. This season he's currently sitting 8th. His list, it's kind of a bit of a standard Andy one. He's got the massive Zombie Legion this time, toting the Hammer of Force. In all honesty, I would have bet reasonably good money that was what he was going to rock up with in his list. He's got the Soul Reavers in there though, and he's run the King and the Worm.
Yeah,
So,
you know, I
go on.
go on, sorry. Just saying, I actually really like this list. He's got, he's got a lot of speed. He's got Lycanis, werewolves, and the cavalry. I think he's got potential to shock a few people with this because he's actually a pretty good player as well.
Yeah, he normally brings pretty good lists.
Yeah, apart from his last event, he's been doing really well lately. So I think he's one to watch actually.
It's 11 drop list. He is a wee bit heavy in the heroes with 655 points, almost just over a quarter of the points in heroes, but it's undead. And then we have Sam with orcs. He's gone triple gore. I respect a man who goes triple gore rider. That's what I'd do if I had orcs. Got the axe horde, got the troll horde, orcling horde. Never seen one of them before. I'm thinking maybe some models you want to use, Sam. No, and he's got Gakamak as well. He's running the new spell weakness. They both are actually. That seems to be the kind of most popular of the new spells by far. He's quite a wee bit heavy in the heroes. I think he's got it. But Sam last season 29th, current sitting about 6th. I think him and Andy are quite closely matched. So
it should be a good game. Yeah, I mean Sam's trying to work his way into the Masters just by number of tournaments. I think so. Fair play to him.
Yeah. No, he's got I think it's a pretty straightforward list. I don't think he's going for much tactical suitability there. It's run across and smash.
I'll tell you what he has got. He's got a Premier League quality wife is what he has got. Letting him go to all those events. He has won. He has won at Kings of War regardless.
There you go, Sam. You've won where it's important. Right, who's up next then?
So next we have Benjamin Edwards. Salamanders.
Salamanders, yep.
I'm not sure if I've met Ben before, but we'll see. And he's playing UK champion Tom the Bad Dice Robinson.
Tom Robinson, oh.
He gets highlighted yellow, look, because he's a champion.
Yeah. So we've got Ben, who last season ranked 103rd and is currently not ranked.
Good lad.
Yep. And he's against Tom, who was last season 5th, but did win the Masters. Was it Masters? Sorry, it was Clash of Kings. Was it Masters or was it Clash of Kings?
No, he won Clash of Kings.
Clash of Kings it was. Currently sitting 17th, but he did win it with elves, and he's brought Rodira this time. So Ben's brought the Salamanders, quite heavy in the heroes, 700 odd points worth, but he's got Prime Horde, double Fire Elementals, Greater Fire Elemental, double Mages for Surgeon, double Lekadin. Yeah, he's got quite a lot of shit in there, really, and he's got the Fire Elementals, which are an unusual choice. Don't normally see them so much.
Yeah, it's Salamanders, though, at the end of the day.
I don't know, with the new buffs, they're a lot better, I think.
They are actually, yeah. I mean, he's got some good chaff. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, isn't his best speed like speed 5 or something?
No, I think he's maybe have one unit of the Lancers in there, but it's not consistent across the army.
But most of his speed 5, so it's pretty slow. He's got Firebolt on the Clan Lord, from what I remember, which is a bit weird because I think
he's shooting though. He's got a few sort of Firebolts and Fireballs. The Lekadins both shoot Firebolts, I think. So he's got a bit of shooting. We'll see.
I mean, it's all right, but I think he's got wings on the Clan Lord, so chances are that Clan Lord's going to be in combat more often than, or he's going to be advancing. Yeah. So I think it'd have been better putting the points into maybe a Ram Horn for the Lancers or Blood of the Old King on the Prime Horde or something like that. But it's a pretty decent list for Salamanders as far as they go.
No, I thought it was pretty solid. And then we've got Tom rocking the Rodira. So he's got Militia Horde, Dogs of War Horde, double Honor Guard again, triple volley gun. He's pretty light in the heroes, only 450. It's only 11 drops. Get a few of the new items and weakness in there.
Yep.
He looks like he's been doing quite well. How do we look at the ranks? I think he's already been to 2 tournaments for this list and with Rodira recently and finished quite high. So
he won Black Dragon tournament like the last weekend with I think the same list, and it's pretty similar to the one I played him at Hull. Obviously, I took him off through skills and not dice, but it is a really, really good list. I mean, like you say, not many people know what Rodia do, and that game opened my eyes because I was rolling. To be fair, I was rolling pretty stupidly well, and it was still a difficult game. So, Tom, I have him down to finish second.
Second that. Okay.
He's the champion though, so
Yeah, you can't knock it off. Okay, hit us with the next choice.
yeah. So next one we have Dave Michael Jackson with his Kingdoms of Men.
Yep.
And he will be playing Nick My Bestie Williams with his Abyssal Dwarves.
Nick Williams, there he is. Where's he gone in the list? I had him there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. There he is. So we've got Dave, unranked. First tournament possibly that's ranked. He's interesting King's Men list. 16 drops. He's gone big. Only 400 odd points in Heroes Loot of Darkness. But double pole arm. I'm going to say that again. Double pole arm horde. A berserker horde. Triple bow troop. Triple ballista. Basically, I think his plan is to roll lots of 5-ups.
Yeah, he must like 5-ups, but yeah, pole arms are good. Not sure about the rest, to be fair, but I mean, ballistas and things are cheap, so it should be good.
Of Men, they just, I've never seen a Kingdoms of Men list that excites me yet. It's just that's the army list. That's not reference to Dave's list. It just is what they are.
I wrote a pretty good list, but I think like you need the allies just to keep it interesting because there's just something missing, isn't there, from that list? So I think they're good, but you need to add the allies in there.
Mm-hmm. On the other hand, though, he's against Nick. Nick's rocking a 13-drop Abyssal Dwarf list. Finished season 6 last season. Currently sitting 10th. Yeah. Nick's went pure filth. There's double mortar, and he's got 3 throwing dogs in there. Doesn't really need anything else. That pretty much covers the list, I think. There's some other stuff and things carrying the throwing dogs, but.
Right, I mean, to be fair, I think is this the same? It's quite a different list actually. He beat me at Hull with something sort of along these lines as well. But if the mortars hit, then he's going to do really well. I have him as one of the outsiders actually, so I'd expect him to be sort of around the 5th, 6th place. So it should be a hard game for David Jackson. Welcome to Kings of War. Mm-hmm. Taste them mortars, son.
Yeah.
Rather you than me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Just remember, Nick's supposed to be like a kind of nice person. Allegedly, but I don't think anyone nice takes double mortar and 3 throwing dogs personally.
Nick's supposed to be a nice person.
Well, he sort of is. He's the kind of one that generally sort of is the face of Kings of War in the Facebook group because he engages in a remotely reasonable, level-headed chat when, personally, I think he does. Honestly, some of the stuff he puts up with, man, I know what I'd be writing and it wouldn't be pleasant.
Fair enough.
On with the next draw.
And moving on.
Moving on. Go on. There he is. That'll keep him happy.
We have Elliot We All Hate Leeds Morris.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good player. Doing really well at the minute. 2nd place in the Masters, I think he was. And he is playing Martin the Radborn. Elves and Ogres.
So yeah, Elliot seems to definitely be someone on form just now. He's doing quite well. He's got a Forces of Nature list. It's a bit different from his usual 10-drop list, about 500 points in Heroes. Currently number 1 in the UK. 12 last year, but in the current season, number 1. Dan will argue that point. I can hear him already.
He's raging already.
Yeah, but Elliot currently is sitting number 1 at the top. So he's gone with he's got an Ensnarer Horde. He's got double Earth Elemental Horde. Worm Riders, Green Lady, Greater Earth Elemental. Seems to be, because last time I sort of played him with this nature, he seemed to be going for a really fast list, and now he seems to have gone the other way, rocking up with the Healing in the Defense 6.
Yeah, I think with the changes to, isn't it, for ranged, so Defense 6 is probably going to be the way to go, I think, eventually. And I think Elliot knows that as well. He's a sneaky old dog, is Elliot. He's got lots of heal, he's got a lot of high defense. I think he's going to do really well at this one as well. He's trying to play himself down, as always. But
I'm not buying it, man. I think I'd probably have him. I don't know. I'd have put him the favourite to win if he'd actually brought his sort of more faster lists, because that's just my personal preference. I'm still not sure about Earth Elementals, that going heavy in them, but could see you. Wouldn't knock him off. Hi all. Sorry about the dodgy edit there. One massive thunderstorm just came through and killed my connection, so I'm on my backup one, so hopefully the quality will hold. And we'll carry on. So we had just sort of started talking about Martin's list just before we were so rudely cut off. So Martin there has brought along a bit of a mix, elves and ogres, 13 drops, 400 odd points in heroes. Archer Horde, elf Archer Horde of course, double Draken Regiment rather than hordes, double Bolt Thrower, double Ogre Warrior Horde. Kind of looks sort of like a bit of a shooty list with the ogres as a solid centre line and some Drakons to counter attack. Looks relatively solid.
Yeah, it's okay. I think of all the armies, though, elves are the ones that need to spam either one way or the other, either a combat army or a shooting. I'm not sure mixed arms actually works with these. I could be wrong, but for me, it always feels like I need to go one way or the other. So I'm not sure how he's going to do against a defense 6 flying, healing Masters player like Elliot, but yeah, it's not a bad list.
Well, it's one of the things I noticed when I was going through the arms list. There is, now that the Enscrolled Armour's gone, there's a distinct lack of dragons. Like, you know, if you go back to Clash of Kings, everyone in the dog had at least one almost. Whereas now there's a handful of that in this whole list. The only ones there are really the cheap ones, like your Rodia ones or your, I don't know, the Undead Revenant Kings. Yeah. They're pretty cheapish. I don't know if it's because of the lack of armor or if it's because of a rise in war engines. Could be. You've also got Sparkstone as well, which will be interesting to see what effect that has. It's a bit situational, but potentially. Yeah. I suppose we didn't see more of that actually in the list.
Sparkstone.
In general, yeah. I know Martin's got it, but it didn't seem so common.
Yeah, for me, it's knowing where to put it because it's a bit of a weird one. I don't know where it fits into a list because your individuals, there's always better choices. I think. Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's for BSB. I think it's designed for.
Yeah, but surely you're better off with rallying on a BSB or the 10 loot.
Points. It's 10 points.
It is 10 points.
It's for the 10 points you've got left. I wouldn't plan for it. The loot is like I almost auto include. I'd say.
Yeah.
So anyway, next round. Who's up next?
Next, then we have Dave Crabtree.
Dave Crabtree. That was the best nickname you could come up for Gothy Dave.
Is that his nickname?
Yeah, Gothy Dave. Amongst many other names. There you go. Next time.
I apologise, Crabby.
Crabby, I'm going to call him that for now. He's going to hate that.
This one's no better. Richard Tomlinson.
You really started. I can see you started with a theme here, and you've just kind of struggled as you've went on. There's Tomlinson. So this is Dave. He's rocking his Abyssals and Night Stalkers. It's 12 drop list, 500 points in heroes. Last season he finished 41st. He's currently sitting 36th. I like his list. I think I'm torn between Abyssals and Lizzie's for the next lot, and my Abyssal list also has double Tortured Souls in the Horde because that's just horrible. He's got a Moloch Horde. Not so sure about that one. Well of Souls, Cronius, and he's got the Fiend Horde as the allies.
Yeah. This is a solid list, and he's going to do well. I think I've got him down as 5th. But,
5th? There you go, Dave. There you go, 5th.
I have him down as 5th, but I could actually see him podiuming with this, actually.
It's a solid list. I like it. On the whole, I like the list, and he's becoming better and better. He's sort of doing better every tournament. He's playing quite a lot, so.
I mean, he's got the 4 hammers. He's got some good chaff in the Gargoyles and the Hounds. And then he's got Breath and Fireball 40 combined. Yeah. So it's a brutal list. The only weakness I would say is it's low defense, but I don't think he'll have a problem.
Run over, smash face, don't need to worry about it. It's still quite stealth. So yeah.
There you go,
Dave. You're down as 5th man. Never thought that would happen. And he's up. First game is against Richard Tomlinson. So last season he finished 31st, and this season he's currently sitting 37th, so one below Dave. So it's quite an even match. He's went pretty low in the heroes, only 300 points. It's a 14 drop orc list. Great Axe Horde, Troll Horde, Fight Wagon Horde. And I think the rest of the list actually is quite regimented, if I remember. He's got quite a few regiments in there. It's a bit of an interesting one.
It is. He's taken none of the new stuff, I don't think, has he?
Nope, no new spells, no new items.
I'd have liked to seen him have used +3 nerve, because I would. But it's not a bad list actually. It's just a standard orc list. That's the problem, isn't it? Without any of the new benefits.
Yeah.
Item wise and spell wise.
Well, it's got yeah. It might work.
Even with the Fury upgrades, that I still think they're going to struggle. Although they did win American Clash of Kings, as everyone keeps PMing me about. Yes, Dan, I know Orcs can win now.
Next draw.
So the next one is Mike. I like new items. Wood.
Mike Wood. Push there. Oh god, yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yep. And
everything. And he is playing James. What the hell am I doing here, Darcy?
Well, that's going to be a good. That's actually, I think they played first tournament. We took them to your last tournament. They played first round as well. So
all right.
Mike normally runs lizards, but he's gone with undead this time, and he literally has added in all the special items, the new ones. I'm pretty sure that was his decision.
It's just, I get the feeling it's like that kid in the shop that just, ooh, shiny, ooh, and took everything.
So he's got 400 points in heroes. It's a 13 drop list. He was 204th last season, but he's currently sitting 69th.
It's a good number.
Yeah, it's a good number. He's got, so the list is a bit of an interesting one. He's got a Revenant Horde, he's got double Werewolf Horde, and then he just seems to have troops of almost every other unit in the list. There's mummies in there, skeletons, skeleton archers, ghouls.
It's got everything.
Yeah.
It's just taken every item and every unit.
I suspect he's just trying the army out, so he's trying everything in it.
Yeah, I don't think Mike's going in there to win it, to be fair, knowing the kind of guy he is. So, yeah, he's contender for Wooden Spoon as always, Mike. He loves that stuff.
Then we've got, he's up against James Darcy, who I would normally say is the other contender for Wooden Spoon, but he did finish 19th. Have I actually written that in rightly? 19th last season?
Yeah, no, he must have done. He only played one event, I think.
Yeah, he can't have done. I must have put the wrong thing in there. There's no way he finished 19th, Darcy. Not a chance. So anyway, he's brought his lizards. 205 points in characters. He's went really character low, and he's brought pretty much his smash face. Double Tyrant Horde, Ancient Jungle Cow Horde, double Jungle Cow battle platforms.
Yeah,
he's a pretty solid list actually for running across and hurting people.
I think he's had some help from Mr. Crabtree, Dave Crabby.
I suspect he more than likely has.
So, yeah, I don't think Darcy actually knows what he's doing yet, but it's a pretty decent list. Mm-hmm. This could be a decider for Wooden Spoon in the first round.
Yeah, straight out the door there. Straight running.
Should be good.
Next draw then.
Next up we have Dan the Has-Been King. With his Varanga.
Yep.
And he is playing Simon S.A. Jenkins. Woo.
So we've got Dan with his new list, the Varanga. It's a bit of an interesting one. I played him on Sunday. We've been talking about it a bit for a while. It's only got 300 points in heroes, and he was first, number 1 ranked last season. Currently in Dan, number 2.
Two.
Not 1. 2.
Not 1, Daniel.
2. Although he will argue that point from now to the end of time. So, list itself, it's got double Fallen Horde, double Horse Raider, Regiment, double Devourer, double Conclave.
Yep, good list.
It's a solid list. I played them at the weekend, and it hits hard and it hits where it wants to. It's tricky. It's a tricky one to fight. I'd say the biggest disadvantage Dan has right now with this one is he's only really played a few practice games with it. So this is his first kind of big outing with it, so he's more than likely to make mistakes. On the other hand, I don't think many people have played a list like this either.
No, it's quite a different Varanga list.
So I don't think folk are going to know how to handle it. It just depends how badly Dan screws up against how badly his opponent screws up playing it for the first time.
Yeah, a lot of people will underestimate the Devourers. Those things are amazing.
Right, his list took me off because it's not just got the hard-ass combat. He's got a fuck ton of shooting in there.
Yeah, the conclaves. I love the conclaves. But yeah, I mean the Devourers will catch a lot of people out. They are nimble.
Yeah, I think his whole army's nimble. Just to
Oh,
round off,
is
the
that what
whole
he's done
army's
for?
nimble, and it either shoots everything, virtually everything can fight in combat, and quite a lot of it shoots as well.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's a filth. I
I
like it
think
a
it's
lot.
Phil. I think if he loses like a fallen horde really early, which is unlikely because he's not an idiot, I think he might actually struggle. I think he's got to keep them two fallen hordes alive because well, they're his centre of his army really. So if you're playing against him, just shoot off one of Fallen's.
And no shooting, so he took me off.
Yeah, you're dead. If you've got no shooting,
Paul Fox,
just
on the other hand, with his Varangur, beat him.
yeah, that's
And he
true.
didn't shoot anything off, so it's not as defeatable. So that's what's saying it'll be an interesting one.
Mm.
And he's against Simon Jenkins, who's last season finished 132nd. He isn't ranked this season. He's got dwarfs. Yeah, Dan's a really friendly opponent, Simon. He'll explain exactly how he destroys you, probably. But then again, saying that, this isn't. There's a lot of hordes in this dwarf list. He's got the double ironclad horde, rifle horde, shield breaker horde, double Ogren gun, flame belcher, earth elemental. One of the things Dan's list needs to do is hit hard and take something off. It can't, it's not going to soak up vast amounts of damage.
Yeah.
So Simon's got a lot of shooting and a lot of tough units that Dan's not going to be able to shoot off easily.
Yeah, not a terrible matchup for Simon. I don't know. It's Dan at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not a terrible matchup for Simon if he can play it right. But it'll be tricky. It is a solid list from Dan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Simon's list pretty good actually.
I'm just going by where people finished last season. You'd really sort of still favour Dan, just because he's Dan.
Oh yeah, you'd always favour him anyway. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I used to do anyway.
Who's up next then?
So next we have Chris the Prince with his Varanga.
Right, now, is it
It's just Chris.
I'm hoping I've spelt this right, because when you sent the list, it said Christopher with a PH in it, and when you look in the rankings, it's with an F. You've coughed out there. So I've went with the F for Christopher, and if that's wrong, I'm sorry, you need to get the rankings updated. And who's he against?
He is against. I'll get one out. Chris, the Hero Kings Walsh.
Oh, it's the Battle of the Chris's.
It's a Chris off, or a Christopher off.
Yeah, so Christopher's got, Chris P has got his 11 drop Varangur, only 300 points in heroes. Again, one of the things I noticed going through these lists, a lot less hero points on the whole, till we get to Chris Walsh anyway. A lot less hero points. I am 59th last season, not ranked this season, nothing new. Bloodswarm Horde, double Fallen Horde, double Direfang Horde, no conclaves. Pretty solid list on the whole. Run across the table, smash some face in.
Yeah, he's got plenty of hammers in there. Mm-hmm. He's going to give some list nightmares, I'm sure.
Bag of hammers, can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's quite a slow list though. Mm-hmm. He's got one speed 7 unit, and then everything else is speed 6 after the Fallen.
Yeah.
He's got no flyers.
So many hammers.
Yeah, he's got lots of hammers, but he's got no flyers, and he's got no real answers to individuals. Like, I suppose there's no urge of it. Hammers. It's just hammers.
Apply hammer to problem.
The only thing I'd change probably is he's got 2 chaff units, which are okay, but they're speed 5. If you could have try and squeeze the Tundra Wolves in instead of those, I think you'd have had a much better list, but it's not bad. 2 Direfangs are always scary.
Let's move this on now to the list that probably the one that, out of all the lists I reviewed, this was the one I was like, bloody hell. Chris Walsh, Painter Extraordinaire, Fluffy Gamer, Triple Revenant King on Worm. Triple Revenant King on Worm, one of them's flying, 2 non-flying worms, Cursed Pharaoh, Mortibus the Necromancer, who apparently gives stealth to all units within 6 inches. 1,000 points on characters. Did not expect that one. Really did not expect that one.
Shame.
I don't know if it's filth or not, but it looks... I like it.
Do you?
I like it. After I'd have given all 3 of the Revenant Kings wings. If in the worms, I'd have just given them all wings and gone the whole hog.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, if he could have, even if he'd have got 2 with fly, his list would have been twice as good. I think. As it is, I've got sort of mixed feelings about this. 1,065 points on characters. It seems overkill.
They're not individuals. They're all scoring. They're all carrying.
That is true.
And it's still 12 drop list.
Yeah, I think Mortimerus is quite a strange choice here because he's got nothing that really benefits from Chill Mist. That's his.
I'm assuming it's the worms to keep them safe from war machines.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can think of. Either that or he really wants to keep his cavalry alive or something. I don't know. It's a strange old list. I don't dislike it. I don't love it.
I don't really know what to make of it on the whole.
I think he should have gone Ghoul troops instead of the Revenant troops. Those are a bit weird.
Yeah, no idea.
But I'm quite interested.
3 guys and worms. The rest of it is just window dressed at that point.
It's just crap. Yeah. I'm quite interested to see how he gets on though.
Yeah. Good luck with that one, Chris.
Yeah, you dirty man.
Next up
then we have Kieran No Spoon Allison.
Kieran Allison.
Yep, still got no wooden spoon in Kings of War. Cost me about £300 in wooden spoons in Warhammer, so I'm disappointed. And he will be playing against Paul Storlord's Idea Brown, his Helves.
Alright. So what we got here is this is Ogre and Elves. So Kieran's brought his Elgers, only 400 odd points in the hero, a couple of new items. Last season he finished 36th. He's not ranked this season yet. I think it's a pretty horrendous list. Double Warrior Horde, one of those hordes with great weapons. Siegebreaker Horde, double Shooter Horde, then quad Red Gobble Scouts to just chaff them up. So he's going to sit in his ass, chaff them up, shoot them, and then when they do get across the table, charge them. And without shooting, he can still run across that table at a fair wee pace with Ogres and Smash Race.
Yeah, not a bad list actually. He did pretty well at Black Dragon on Saturday. I think he came 7th or something out of 22. That's his best ever finish, I think. So, who knows? It's Kieran Allison. Hopefully he'll be in contention. Yeah,
Paul's got 14 drop elf list again, 400 points in characters, 400, 500 points I'm noticing seems to be about between 400 and 600 really is what folks seem to be going for. None of the new stuff wasn't ranked last season. This season he's currently sitting 56th. Sea Guard Horde, I have an interesting one, that's the kind of shooty spear elf horde. Double Bolt Thor, 2 regiments and 2 troops of Palace Guard, and Lord and a Dragon, one of the few dragons out there.
I think is it a dragon or a draken?
I thought it was a dragon, but I always get them confused with elves. It may be dragon then.
I'm not loving the Sea Guard. It is a draken and not a dragon, unfortunately.
Just a dragon.
I'm not loving the Sea Guard anymore, to be honest. Even with Nimble, they don't do anything for me anymore. Not for the cost anyway. I quite like this Palace Guard setup with the 2 troops and the 2 regiments.
I wasn't so keen on that myself, but
yeah, they are quite expensive for quite low attack.
Fragile, shitty offy. I wasn't sure about this list, to be honest. It was kind of I was in the middle with it.
Yeah, it's got bits of everything, hasn't it? Again, it's one of those things with elves. I think you've got to go one way or the other. It's the mixed arms thing, but yeah, chariot regiments, they'll be pretty crap, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, you've got a few solid units there, but there's nothing that's scary in the list.
Yeah, there's
maybe
no
that's
real.
Maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know.
No real punch face, but Paul's a really competent player from Warhammer, so he knows what he's doing.
Well, maybe he's seen a different angle then.
Yeah, another one I'm going to watch and see how he goes on.
And last but not least,
so this is Kev the Future Honeyset with his nature.
Yes.
And he is playing George the Welsh Warrior Kirk and his goblins. 2 Masters players. Should be a good one. Well,
so Kev get 12 drop nature list, 700 points in heroes, a little bit above. Last season finished 17th, currently sitting 7th. Double Worm Rider Horde, Tree Herder, Unicorn. it's Kev. He knows nature and he knows him well, and I think he's like Elliot. He seems to be coming on to form just now. They've both I think bags themselves a Dan King scalp in tournaments, and
Yeah.
Kev's had a couple of high finishes recently. I think he's won a couple. So
Yeah.
Kev's a man
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah, he is. When I say Masters, I mean for next year, obviously, because Kev didn't get in last year. But yeah, good list. Plenty of. This is a mixed arms list actually. I love the Worm Riders. He's not got too much of the new stuff, has he? Is it just a healing
Just
brew?
a healing brew. Just a healing brew.
Yeah, it's quite a good list. I don't think it's as good as Elliot's.
It's different.
It's
I
very
have to
different.
admit, he seems to have gone a little bit away from his. Again, last time I played Kev, like Elliot, they'd gone for faster lists,
Yeah.
and Kev had a really fast list. But no, I think it's a solid list, and it's Kev. I'd probably put him on to win, to be honest.
Really?
It's a tie
got
between
him?
Kev and Elliot just now.
Fair enough. I think I've got him around 6th, I think. Just outside the top 5 for this list, I think.
And he's got George Kirk has brought the 17 drop Goblin list. He's got Blood Boilers with a few people, only 200 points in characters. It's Goblin shooty, double Troll Horde, double Spit Horde, triple War Trombone, double Whiz, some other stuff. I think he's got
Yeah.
2 like Rock Lobbers as well. It's just it's horrible.
Yep. Yeah, 2 minces as well, but the rock lobbers are obviously horrific if they hit, just like the mortar. Pretty good list. Double trolls, double hordes of spitters.
Looks like he's
Like
not
it.
been put off by the extra cover benefits against the War Trombones and stuff, really.
They're worth it even. They're 65 points, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're worth it regardless, even if they hit on 5s all the time. You'd still take them at 65 points with piercing 1, I think.
Yep. Not really
Um,
much to say about that list that hasn't been said umpteen times before.
He's quite, I don't know, he's got 2 giants and 2 minces. I think this is
I
quite a
think
good list.
that's why I think it's scary. He's got the double Troll Horde, he's got the 2 giants for the counter charge, and you still have to run across the table and face with quite a lot of shooting. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
nasty list.
There's a lot to deal with, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like this, Georgie. Well done.
Yeah, I think Kev is going for a tough matchup there for the first one, definitely. And George, well, it's saying last season he was ranked 0 and currently he's ranked 9th. I don't know why it says 0 last season.
Yeah,
The
George.
the first time out of this spreadsheet, it may need some tweaking, I'm not going to lie, but he's currently sitting 9th.
Yeah, George was in the Masters last year, so he knows what he's doing. He's sure that's probably the best tie of the first round, actually. Quite like that.
Yeah, I think that'll be the main one to watch.
Yeah, quite like that. Very good. Everybody.
So yeah, so your favourite to win then?
So on list and player, I've got Alan down,
So
but
go
it
with
is the Scarecrow.
I've been burnt too many times picking Alan and he's let me down every time. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, he's like that team that when you bet on an accumulator, and you just need that one to win, and then that's Alan that never wins. But I still have him down. Second place, I've got Tom. He's the UK champion, and I've played a lot of his list. It's solid. Then I've got Elliot, because it's filth. Defense 6 and healing everything. I don't want to play that ever. Then I've got Dan. Fifth, I have Dave, the Krabby. And then, so the outside is Nick, Kev.
The usual faces.
Yeah. But, I don't know, it's quite open. There's no real...
I'm going to go with Kev to win. I think
Okay.
Kev to win. I'd say Elliot second. I'm going to go
Two
with Elliot
natures?
second. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure how Elliot's list going to perform because I've never seen him use a list like that. That's why I'd say second.
Yeah.
Third. Oh, see, my go-to there's Dan, but I don't know if he's solid enough for the list yet. That's my question there. Is Dan solid enough for the list? I don't know. I'm going with Tom Robinson as third. Just
Oh
because
dear.
I can't work out Rodeo, but he's done well in the past, and he seems to have been finishing pretty damn highly with it. So just looking at past performance, I'm going to go with Tom for third. I'll put Dan in fourth.
Oh dear. That's 2 fourths for Dan.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Andy Ransom for 5th.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
I like that list. Yeah, I'll go with that. Well, there we go. We'll see how badly wrong we've got it.
Well, if I
The tournament's this weekend coming, isn't it?
It is this weekend coming. We only have 25 players at the minute, so if anyone wants to play, please let me know.
There we go. Sure. More space. So if you fancy getting on the end of this draw, let me know. That's this weekend, which is the 1st and 2nd of April.
It is April
Fools of War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Sorry I can't make it to this one. Hopefully I'll make it to your next one.
Yeah. I'll be down there Friday to set the tables up, and Paul Brown's looking for games if anybody wants to come in. If you've not played yet and you want to get into Kings, just let me know and I'll run you through some demo games on Friday. Also, we're doing a pizza and beer night on Saturday. I want someone to show me how to play either The Walking Dead or Spartacus. I've got both of them and I can't be asked to read the rules. So someone show me, please.
Well, thanks very much for joining, Darren, and hope you all enjoy that. Hope you're all happy with your draw or not. I can hear my Facebook pinging with the complaints from Dan already about not picking him for first. See you all later. Bye.
See you later. Thank you.